So the name of the poem is The Trees, written by Ruskin Bond. At 7, when dusk sleeps over the mountains. So it was at 7 when dusk. Dusk means just before the evening comes. So at dusk, just before the evening, when dusk sleeps over the mountains. Actually, when the sun sets behind the mountains, darkness seems to come sliding on the mountain to the plains. So at this time, so what was the time? Just before the evening at dusk and just after the sunset, when evening or darkness just slides on the mountains. The trees start whispering among themselves. So the trees start whispering among themselves. That means trees are whispering. That is, trees have started whispering. Whispering means talking in a soft voice among themselves. The trees begin to speak very softly among themselves, among one another. They have been standing till all day. So the trees have been standing still all day. They are standing very still. So still is very important because they are not waving their limbs or waving their branches, and they are standing since the morning. So all the morning it is standing, or the trees are standing. But now they stretch their limbs in the dark. So in the evening or just at the beginning of the evening, the trees stretch their limbs. So the trees seem to practice some exercises. They stretch their limbs, they expand their limbs on their sides, shifting a little, flexing their fingers, shifting a little. So their limbs actually here, limbs are used for human being, but actually the branches of the trees are compared with the limbs of the human being to give a significance of having their life like human being. Shifting a little, flexing their fingers. So who shifting? Not they. They means the trees. The trees shifting a little. Shifting a little means raising or lowering their branches, flexing their fingers. So what are the fingers of the tree? Actually, just at the end of our limbs, the fingers are there. So at the end of the branches, some leaves are there. So leaves are the fingers of the trees. So flexing their fingers means they are doing some exercises because they have been standing since morning and they are now feeling very tired. So they want to give some relief or relaxation to their whole body, remembering the time when they too walked the earth with men, and while standing and whispering they were just remembering, they were talking about the time when they took walked the earth with men. Now how they walk? A tree cannot walk. Now the significance of the line is that thousands of years ago, when the earth is full of trees and when people walked, when people lived in the forest and walked all over, there were full of trees. So every tree in that time gave their accompaniment while people walked. So they too walked the earth with men. That means they reigned the world. They were large in number. So all over the world they could walk with men. As men walk all over, there were full of crowd, full of people. The earth is full of people now. Now, thousands of years ago, the earth was filled with trees, and so there were trees everywhere. They seem to travel whole world because they have their relatives all over the world. They know me well. Now here the poet is talking about the relationship between him and the trees. They know me well, these trees. They know me well. The trees know the poet well. Yeah. Okay. They knows the trees well because the poet has planted so many trees. So they know me well. These trees. Who are these trees? Oak, walnut, spruce, and pine. So all are the names of these trees. They know my face in the window. So whenever the poet opens the window, the trees seem to peep and look at the poet. So in this way they know my face. Whenever the poet comes to the window and stand there, the trees seem to start talking to him. They know me for a dreamer of dreams. Now, they know me for a dreamer of dreams. The trees know the poet as a dreamer of dreams because the poet loves to dream. What is the dream? That he could think of the poet thinks of a better world with so much trees, because the trees are so beautiful thing of nature. So the poet thinks a world full of trees. Now a world leisure, one of them, but his dream never comes true because like him, one of them means one of the loser. The poet is called one of the losers because like the poet there are so many people in the world who love nature and who love to make this world beautiful with trees, but they fail because the people who cut them are larger in number than the poet and their friends. They watch me while I watch them grow. They watch me while I watch them grow. Actually, they watch me. The trees watch me. The tree looked at me very carefully while I watched them grow. And I also watch them grow. So there is a total bonding, total relationship, good relationship between the poet and the trees. They watch me. The trees watch me while I watch them grow. And in this way, they take care of each other by watching them. I listen to their whisperings. I listen to their whisperings. Means I listen, I can hear, I can understand what they are talking about. Though their talking is very soft, short, no loud voice of them, but he could easily listen to their talking. Their own mysterious diction. Their own mysterious diction means their own mysterious diction. Their personal mysterious. So strange diction. Diction means language. So actually the poet thinks that the trees are their pet, and a master can easily understand the pain and joy of his or her pet. Similarly, the poet could understand their mysterious, strange language, the language in which the trees are speaking, is interacting with one another, and bow my head before their arms, So the poet bowed his head before their arms, before their branches, because the poet knew that trees are so powerful, trees give so many things to us that we should bow before them instead of cutting them and ask for benediction and always seek for their blessing. So actually, the poet knows how the trees help them, how much they uh, help for the restoration of life, for retaining life on this earth. So for their blessing, for their helping, this earth looks so beautiful. So he always seeks for benediction. So this is the significance of this poem. Thank you.